Hey guys, it's Jewel with the Daily Drop Society, and I wanted to share with you guys how you can run your own make and take classes. Now, the reason why you would want to do make and take classes as you're starting on your own doTERRA business is that they're just a fun, very easily to commit for people way to get people in to share with them about essential oils. And what I love about it most is that people actually come to these classes and pay you to sample to them, because that's essentially what they're doing. You're explaining what these oils are good for, how they can help them in their health, and then they hand you $5 to walk away with a sample and start using them at home. And now that's someone that you're going to nurture and help discover this amazing world of essential oils. So let's jump right into our screen here so you guys can see what I'm seeing here. Now on our website, we have all this information for anyone who is on our team. So you'll be able to follow along if you want. If not, I want to do this screen share here so you can see what I was talking about when it comes to make and takes. Now, make and takes are really simple because all you're going to need is just a few things to be able to do it. The first thing you're going to need is an Essential Oil 101 brochure to teach from. Now, this is how I prefer for my team to teach, just because it is so easy. You read from the brochure, that is it. If you don't have access to one of those brochures, you can make your own. You can teach just from doTERRA's Natural Solution class that comes in class in a box. You can print one of those off for free. Or our teams in other countries, we actually have a PowerPoint presentation that we have printed off and put into binders for them. So they even just flip through a binder. There are so many ways to teach this, but what we're doing is we're just teaching the basics, and you're gonna wanna keep it as simple as possible. That is the key to all of this. Keep it as simple as possible. So the next thing you're gonna need are 5 milliliter roller bottles. Now these are the smaller size bottles, and these all need to be pre-labeled with the roller participants what blends are gonna be making, so these go faster. Now you can get them on Amazon, 144 rollers for 40 bucks. I wanted to show this to you guys. Right here, here's a listing as of today. I just found it. It's actually $35 and you get 144 rollers. This makes it extremely affordable to do a ton of roller bottles. Now, when I say pre-labeled, that just means you can do this a few different ways. You can, a very affordable way is to buy extra stickers from doTERRA's website. These are 50 cents each, and you can actually put the 3 stickers that are going to be in your blend on the roller bottle. Another way to do this is that you can buy a label maker off Amazon. Also a very simple way to do it. Label maker with your name, phone number, and what it's called. That's all it really needs. Now, if you want to get fancy with this, you can buy roller labels. Now, this is going to make your cost a little bit more expensive, but this is an option. You can also just print them off on sticky paper. And what my team does, here's a little tip for you. We just print little Avery labels in what it is, our phone number, never put your recipe on it, only the name and your phone number, so people come back to you to refill it. But then we get a piece of packing tape, and we put that around it also. That way the oil doesn't smear it everywhere, and it keeps them a little bit cleaner and nicer for longer until they can come back to the next make and take and get a new label for it. So those are a few different options for you for labels, depending on your budget and how you want them to look. However, make sure these are all pre-labeled before you go to a make and take class, because you don't want to spend your time taping things on or putting stickers on or printing off labels. Have them done beforehand. Trust me, it makes it easier, it makes it nicer. The next thing you're gonna need is the essential oils from the kit you are teaching from. Now, you're gonna see down below, I'm gonna show you 4 different make and take options that our team has access to. And again, be creative, you guys. If you don't have access to these, make up your own. If you know you're gonna be doing a class from the Aroma Touch kit, you can find amazing recipes on Pinterest that people are using, but you're only gonna work from 5. 5 only for the night. Any more than that and your class will go too long and it is just too much for people. So you're gonna need all the oils, just 5 roller bottle blends. The next thing you're gonna need is fractionated coconut oil. Now to do all 144 bottles, you're probably gonna need about 5 bottles of fractionated coconut oil. You can order those straight from dōTERRA in your back office. They're I believe they're $12 wholesale each to get those. Next thing you're gonna need is the handout for the rollers you're gonna be making that night, laminated or in plastic sleeves, just enough so everyone can see them, but people will not be going home with these. These are your recipes. They're not for other people to have access to. Unless they decide to join your team, then they have access to everything. Because that's what we do. We always give freely to everyone if they want to start upgrading their health. We want to make sure they have the tools. Last 3 things, you're going to need the drawing handout collection form. You're going to need the sign-up forms from dōTERRA, so it makes it easy. So either you can have them sign up on a piece of paper, or if you live in an area that people prefer to do it digitally, make sure you have Wi-Fi, a phone, iPad, a computer, wherever you may be to sign people up with. Make sure you have that available and ready so it's easy and quick for people. And then always an essential oil reference book, because the book is the expert. We are just the messenger helping people along this journey. Now you're going to see right here, this is our team's education brochure. It goes over the top 10 essential oils. You can click this editable link on Canva and you are going to get access to that brochure where you can add your name on, change things up. I've taken what dōTERRA has on their natural solutions handout and made this a brochure because I wanted to be able to take it around, because I use these as business cards now. I don't print off business cards. I print off brochure with my information on it, so people on one-on-ones or at a class can have all access to all the info they need at a moment's notice. So that's why I use these now. And again, on our team, you guys get access to these. I think there are some other people who sell all these things. I know Lisa Zimmer, Hoffman sells these kind of tools, and you can buy one from them if you want one already pre-made for you. Now the class agenda is going to go like this, and this is a mix from a few people's stuff. This is a mix of Lisa Zimmer and Teresa Harding and Elise Shedevy, and I've taken all my favorite pieces of them because these women are incredible at what they do, and I've kind of meshed them all into this class agenda with the clothes, with all those things, because this is how I have found has worked the best for me to get the most people signing up and the most people excited to host their own class. Now, as you go through this class agenda, decide what works for you. If you need to switch something up, no big deal, make it your own, because it has to feel comfortable. And in fact, you may even want to just copy and paste this from our website and put it into a Word document so you can edit it and make it your own so it flows easier. But this is how a class goes, and I want you guys to follow these basic steps, because by doing this, we've been able to get signups at our classes, people hosting more classes, and people excited to come back again. We've had some of the same people come back again and again and again to the exact same class because they enjoyed it so much, because it really is just a fun hangout and you get to learn from so many people. So the first thing you want to do is welcome everyone to the class and pass out the brochure, the handout, or flip open to your folder chart, however you are going to be teaching that night. Remember, there really is no wrong or right way to teach a basic oils class. As long as you have your heart into it, it's going to be amazing. Now, if you're reading from the trifold, I only want you to read sections 1 through 6. This is the basics. If you're teaching from any kind of paper, we're only going to teach people the basics about essential oils. So that is, what are essential oils? How do you use them? What is CPTG? Why is using a pure essential oil so important? I really love to stress them writing down their top 3 health goals, something that they want to work on, because always we want to bring it back to the people in the class. We want them to get so much out of these classes, and that's at the end of the class. We'll actually let them look through that book and write down what's going to be best for those health concerns. And in fact, these roller bottles that they'll be making covers a large portion of the health concerns they may have. So that's kind of a cool thing that you'll be doing with it. So you'll just go through 1 through 6, have them write down. And then you'll either, if you have other wellness advocates in the room, ask them to share something that they love. Ask them to share briefly for 60 seconds what they loved about frankincense. Why Breathe changed their kids' respiratory issues. How On Guard kept them healthy this fall. Whatever it may be, let them share something, but make sure it's short and sweet. If you just open it up to anyone, trust me, you may be stuck there for too long and you won't be able to get through your class. The goal is to keep these classes to right around an hour. We have to respect people's time. By doing that, they're gonna wanna host for you. They're gonna be okay with coming back to another because you respected their time and kept it to the 1 hour mark. So once we go through that, maybe 2 people shared a 40, 60 minute, under a minute testimonial about why they loved something so much. You do a soft close. What this means is that you just share with them very quickly. Oh, if you look at the back, or if you look right here, there are 2 ways to purchase with dōTERRA. You can either pay retail or wholesale. Now, retail is something that you would do in, say, like a doctor's office or a chiropractor's office. And that is just paying full price. But here, I like to make sure that everyone gets the lowest possible price, and that's by buying wholesale. And the way to get that wholesale is that you can pay $35, or that account comes free with a kit of oils. I'm not gonna go over those right now, but you guys are welcome to take a look at them. But we're actually gonna move over into our make and take portion of this class, where every single roller is $5 to make. You can make as many rollers as you want tonight. They're only $5 each. And as we go through each one of them, you may start to think of other people in your life that these would be amazing for. Maybe you have a friend having a baby shower, or your grandma's birthday is coming up, or you have a friend who you think would love to have all 5 of these rollers. You are welcome to make however many you want. Again, they're just $5 each, and we'll just square up at the end of the class, and you can pay your $5 for each one of them. So after I share this little tidbit, did you see that? Very soft close. And then I explained to them all the rollers are $5. Now, when I've broken down the cost of these, so you guys know, they range about $2.50 to make. So know that you have 100% markup on these roller bottles as you make them, because you need to be aware of what your cost per roller is every time you do this, because you're doing this as a business. You have to know your numbers. So I have these, in the different roller bottle recipes, I have these broken down, and I can share those with you guys in a link down below on this webpage. So the next thing you're going to do is, I personally like to move people to a different section to do this. So if we started in the living room, we might just move back to the kitchen table. If you only have the living room, maybe bring out the table at that point that people can kind of huddle around. It's nice to have just that little bit of change in scenery that shifts them from the education now to doing something hands-on. So what we do is that we go ahead and pass around and we display the make and take recipes. You might just need 2, 3, 4 copies, but do not give these copies away. These are not for people to take tonight. If they want a refill, they come back to you. They come back to one of these classes. Now, if they sign up with you so they can make these at home, you will then email them a copy of the recipes that they can do themselves. But we have to not give everything away until they are ready to invest in their health with you. Then they can have those. So what we do is we start off with the first roller. We explain what that roller is, and then we have people raise their hand. So it would look something a little like this. Now, the first roller we're gonna make is a respiratory rend roller. This is really good for opening up your airways, helping you breathe clear. It helps with sleep at night, and it also helps with seasonal threats. So as the seasons change, you may need something to help with your sinuses, opening up the airways, and helping you breathe easier at night. Now, in this blend, we're putting in here Breathe and Lemon, which are 2 very powerful essential oils for helping you be able to do that. Now, who here is interested in making one of these respiratory blends? Go ahead and raise your hand, and we're gonna hand out a roller bottle to each of you who wanna make it. Now at this point, after you've talked about those oils and what they do, most of the time, everyone wants to make almost all the roller bottles because you're explaining what they're good for, explain alternatives, explain what you could do with them. And as people raise their hand, you hand each one a roller bottle. And as they see their friends' hands go up, their hands go up because they think, well, if those two people want them, I probably want one too at my house just in case. So it's cool. What they see is this kind of this social, well, yeah, if they're doing it, I want to do it too. And it's amazing because now they're getting the tools they need at home to be healthier. So what you'll do, hand out the little rollers to all of them, and then I pick up those 2 oils and I send them around the table and tell them how many drops to put into those oils. Then we pass around the fractionated coconut oil. They top all their bottles off. We have the tops that you push on to the top. They put the lid on, set them aside, and now we go to roller number 2. Do not jump ahead. Do not share about all 5 rollers and then go back to see who wants to make them. It's not going to work this way. And this was a tip from Lisa Zimmer, and honestly, it worked like a charm. Do not do them all at once. Do them one at a time. Explain what they are. Let people really decide for themselves. If this is one that they want, let them make it clear to the end, and then start on the next. So after you've gone through every single roller, everyone's made all the ones you want, this is where you're going to end the class. So the first thing I like to do to end the class is I hand out the giveaway forms, which are right down here so you guys can see. Here's a drawing slip. You can click the PDF and you can print those off, or you can make one of your own. But you can see here what I love most about it is that it says yes, maybe, and no. That is huge right there, and this is why. So what we do is we hand out those giveaway forms and we explain what we're going to be giving away that night for one lucky person who gets drawn. Now this is totally up to you what you want to give away. It could be one of the rollers they made. You could have gotten a free product of the month that you want to give away at it. Maybe you made a sugar scrub. Maybe you have a wild orange that cost you $2.50 from the Class in a Box. It does not matter what it is, but you want to show them what you're giving away that night, explain what it's good for, and explain why they want it. Because of course, it's amazing. Maybe you made a whole plate of peppermint brownies. I don't know, whatever you want to give away. This part is totally up to you and your budget, how big the class is, who you're hosting it for. A lot of different things come into play. But what you're going to want to do is make a big deal about it. Now, the next thing I do is that if you had a host that night, so if you're at someone else's house or someone else has hosted it and you're with their friends, I bring them up to the front and I give them a hostess gift and explain that anyone who hosts the class with you gets this gift just for introducing you to all of their amazing friends and putting together these make and take classes, because that is your goal, is just to share these natural solutions with as many people as possible so they know that they can be empowered at home too. So you let everyone know that anyone who marks yes on that giveaway form tonight, that they will get an extra entry into the drawing for, again, whatever you are giving away. Again, for the hostess gifts, whatever you guys want it to be. I've seen some people give away a whole set of roller bottles. So all 5 roller bottles go free to the host. I've seen people just do a bottle of essential oil. I've seen them do diffusers, depending on if they got 10, 12 people there, whatever you want to give away. Again, that's totally up to you. But I let them know that if they mark yes on the slip, they will get an extra entry form. Then I go around and collect all the entry forms. Now, as you're collecting those entry forms, if anyone writes yes, hand them a blank entry form and tell them to just write their name on the top, and that's their second entry into the giveaway. Now, sometimes when I'm doing these classes, when someone also marks maybe, I also give them another entry form to do it. One, again, it's that social aspect of seeing someone else say yes that sometimes makes someone go, well, if Jennifer is going to host a class, I could totally host a class. I would probably do it too. This has been fun. So that's why we do it this way. And I also do maybe, because maybe is a yes. It just means I don't know my schedule. I need to know all it entails. And it's really simple. So if they mark maybe, pretty much that's a yes. So I also give them a form to sign in. So I choose a winner, and then I ask my attendees to pull out the trifold again, and I turn it to the back. Now, if you're doing this with a class in a box paper, open it up to the kits. If you're doing this with the flip folder, again, open it up to the kits and let them see what kits are available. And this is where we do an actual hard close. And the hard close, I like to give an incentive for anyone who enrolls that night. Now, at these make and take classes, my personal go-to is I tell them, now tonight only for you guys, what I want to do is that for anyone who gets started with whatever kit you are working from tonight, the Aroma Touch, the Family Physician, the Home Essential Kit, whatever it may be, if anyone orders this kit that we've been working from tonight, you are going to get the $35 free membership to doTERRA, and you're going to get all 5 rollers of your choice that you made tonight for absolutely free. So instead of taking that $25 and putting it towards oils, you can actually put it towards the purchase of your own kit, where you can refill your roller bottles at any time over about 30 times each. You can remake these bottles. So it's so cost effective, and you're gonna learn so much from just having these oils in your home. Now, this is where we get a lot of signups from doing these make and take classes, because when you're thinking of the money that you're gonna be ahead, you're already ahead $60 just by buying a kit at this make and take class. You get to go home with the rollers, you get the free membership in doTERRA, that is $60 right there, plus you get a kit of oils. So this is where we really start pushing for people to be able to get signed up. Let's see, okay, so from here, after I explain that, I hand out the wholesale forms. I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that anyone who's not signed up is gonna wanna get signed up with us at this point, especially if they marked yes on their paper that they wanted to get a wholesale account. So go ahead and hand out those forms and tell people, go ahead and start filling out your name, address, and what kit you want. Everyone else who didn't want to purchase the kit tonight, if you wanna come ahead on up to the front, and we'll get everyone all squared away on how much they owe for how many rollers they made. So people can come up to you, check out, do all those things. If you have goodie bags for new enrollments, this is where you would want to share with everyone that you're giving those away. Some people like this, some people don't want to do this. Again, it's your business, you get to choose. And then you tell whoever signs up, I will email you the recipes, so then you can refill your bottles at any time now that you know how to make them. For those who don't enroll, you guys, no handouts, except for their trifold and their $5 rollers. They can always come back to another class. You now have their information from doing the giveaway. So now you can contact them and invite them back to more classes, and you're gonna follow up with them. You guys, every single person who bought a roller bottle from you, I want you to treat as if you have just sampled to them. And if you don't know how to follow up with someone who sampled, go back to our business page and click on how you follow up with someone, because the flow of things is the exact same. Consider these people who bought rollers from you someone you've sampled to. And now you need to make sure that they're getting the most from it, that they're not going to be stuck with this roller that they don't know how to use. You are now their educator. So walk them through that. Teach them how to do that. Now, again, these classes need to be about 45 minutes. You want to end as close to an hour as possible. And for every 3 to 5 people, you probably want one helper there to help you with it. Now, something that we teach at the end of every single class we do, regardless of the class on our team, is that to share with people the three kinds of people we work with in doTERRA: users, sharers, and business partners. This would be a great time to go over that. And on the business partner section, like we teach, give that little teaser about staying afterwards to learn more about becoming an educator with dōTERRA, just like you are. I love doing this at the end of every single class. I usually have a few people who like to stay because you never know who might be interested and who may have had so much fun at this make and take class that they think, I could totally do what she just did. She read from a brochure and showed us a piece of paper on how to make rollers, and we all just sat here and chatted and had fun. And that's how she's growing her business. I can do that. So make sure you leave a portion at the end where you tell people, 15 minutes after this class ends, I'm just going to go into for a quick 15-20 minutes on how you can be a part of this movement too. And if that you're interested in becoming an educator, stay after, because I can explain to you how this works and if it would be a fit for you too to start working with us. Easy enough, guys, right? Okay, other things on this page. Here is just a blank document that you guys can put your information on for the roller class. So you can say what time, date, or you can create your own on Canva, easy enough. The drawing slip, and then here at the bottom are our make and take class sheets. We have the top 10 essential oils. This kit on the left is working from the family essential kit and the home essential kit. So these are working with the top 10 oils with the blends below it. The Aroma Touch kit is a little bit different. It still has 5 different ones, but we're only working with that Aroma Touch kit. The next one is our Essential Success kit. This is working with the Home Essential kit only. This make and take are for people who want to get their kit for free and who want to start doing the business. This is the make and take form we show them on how to do it. Now the last one is a chakra make and take. These don't fall into any kit. It actually takes quite a few oils. It's still very cost effective, but you have to have more oils in your bag, and you'll have to make a custom kit for people to purchase if they wanted to go forward, or have them just get the Aroma Touch or the Family Essentials so they have the top 10 to get started. This one's really great for yoga gatherings, for energy healers, Reikis, people who are working with the chakras and have education on that to be able to use those. So that is your basic make and take class, you guys. I hope this helps kind of give you an idea of really how easy they are and how much fun they are. I have found they have turned out to be some of my very favorite classes as we've been going, because it's no pressure. When you tell people you're making $5 rollers, it's no pressure at all to invite people. People know exactly what they're expecting, and then they have a chance to come and fall in love with the oils and see what a big difference that it can make for them in their health. So if you have any questions, you can comment down below. I'll try and answer them as quick as I can. Also, there's some other really great resources from Jody Hoffman and Lisa Zimmer, who were the original make and take beauties that started doing this. So I hope that helps you guys. And yeah, happy business building.